Hello everyone and welcome to today's session. My name is Abby and I'm going to be your host for this afternoon. So today we'll be covering how to create a purchase order from a sales order in your account software using the Generate PO option that was introduced in 29.2. Now this session is booked out for around 30 minutes, but we may not need that full amount of time to demonstrate today, as it is a small but efficient feature. I do also have Jackie on hand today to answer any of your questions, so do get them through for her to answer. Before we start the session, I just want to cover some housekeeping. So you're going to be placed on mute when you join. If you want to ask any questions, you can use the questions panel. It's a little speech bubble down the right-hand side with the question mark in the middle. And there's also the ability to download a handout. There's not much to the slides on today's session, but you can do that. So you just click the little document with the folded corner and you'll be able to download the handout that way. So we're going to start by introducing the session and the benefits of generating a purchase order from a sales order. We'll then demonstrate how to apply these settings to your invoices, look at the different options for your sales orders and your purchase orders. I'm also going to show you as well how to customize your fields in your purchase orders, where it can also be applied to your sales orders and your invoices. So you can add custom analysis fields to those. So I'll also show you that as well. Then towards the end of the session, I'll just talk about the upcoming webinar that we've got coming up as well. So we're going to just jump straight into it. So we're going to start by introducing the feature. So now this feature was highly requested on Sage by many users, and I'll show you as well how you can submit your ideas via our community hub. But it's about automating the process and generating purchase orders from your sales orders and how that can save time and reduce manual data entry errors. So this streamlines the procurement process and helps users work more efficiently. So as I've said, it reduces human error in quantity and pricing, improves relationships with suppliers, and enhances customer satisfaction by fulfilling orders promptly. Now, please note this option is only available if you are on the professional variant and on version 29.2 and above. So if you do not see the option that when I'm demonstrating today, it's either going to be not on the right variant, your software version, or your level of access may need to be upgraded by the manager user. But let's just jump straight into it. So I'm going to go straight into my software. And we'll start off straight away with creating a sales order. So we're going to go into sales orders. At the moment, I have one on order and it's fully allocated. I've also got some products, so I'll show you the products I've got as well. So you can see I've got 30 in stock, but that sales order that I've already got on order, already allocated, I've only actually got 5 of each available. So let's just say if I go into my sales orders, then I click new. It's just open on another screen there. So I'm going to create another sales order. So we'll just create it for a different one. Actually, we'll create it for, no, yeah, we'll stick with this one. Yeah. So you can see it's brought in the information here. And I'm going to add in my products. So I'm just going to add each product here. You may also see I've got some special product lines and message lines as well. If you're wondering what they are, they're more for if you don't want to create a product record for an item, you can use those as well. But we do have a full session if you want to know more about special product codes. So that's just on our recordings page. Okay, so I'll just add in the last product. Let's just say I want 10 of that one. Now I am going to get the message because I don't allow negative stock, so it is telling me I don't have enough at the moment, but that's fine. I'm just going to click OK. I'm going to get the same message again. Let's click OK, and I'm going to add 5 of that one. Now what I'm going to do is when I've entered this information in here, along the top of your toolbar, you have a Generate PO option. So if I click on Generate PO, it is telling me that I need to save it, so I'm just going to click Yes. I'm going to end up with this window here. Now, it might be that you have a small window and it may look like this. So it will give you reduced options. And if you don't see that you can actually scroll along, you'll actually see as well that you can actually add in supplier accounts, which is required to create the POs. But you can also as well choose a PO delivery address. So you've actually got the option to be able to add in your company address. If you've got a delivery address on your sales order, you can choose it to be delivered to your customer's address, or you've also got the supplier option as well. What we'll do is we'll just start back at this site. So you can see it's added all the information in. So it's telling me how much I've got in stock. It's telling me how much I've got available. So you can actually see here on this one, I've got a blue eye. What this is telling me that I've actually got sufficient amount in stock to fulfill this order in terms of this line here. So you can see 5, but I've actually got 5 in stock, so that's fine. So it's just letting me know that I have sufficient stock for that one. If you don't have reorder levels set up, it will just show a 0. It's telling me the sum of the orders, how much I'm wanting to order. Now this is going to pull in what is on the sales order, but you can overtake this as well if you are wanting to add more than what is on the sales order. It also tells you the cost price. You can also change this. It's giving you the line total. And again, as I mentioned, you can choose whether that's going to be your sales order address, your company order, or your supplier. So I'm just going to change these to company. And you've also got a PO as well. So PO due date, so you can choose when that PO is due. You can also print this list. So you've got the print in the top right. And you've also got export as well. So you can export this list exactly how it shows. In the bottom left, you've got automatically place all created purchase orders on. You can also tick that option as well. So when instead of just creating a purchase order, it will also put it on order for you straight away as well. If you want to wait to put it on order, then you would leave that unticked. So if you click create, as long as you have all of those ticked as well, you can click create purchase order, and it's created that purchase order for me. You then get the option to view and edit created purchase order, and it's then just going to bring up that purchase order window. So you can also make amendments within here. So we're not going to make any amendments. We'll just close that window. That sales order's already been saved for us. So you can see that's our sales order. It's not allocated or anything because we're obviously waiting for that PO to come in. So we pop into purchase orders. You can see now there's that purchase order. We can then place that on order. Place the selected items on order there. Press the wrong one there. So you can see now that is on order. You can also create a sales order from an existing PO. All you would do is you would select a sales order. So for example, we'll just create a new one. I'll just put in here, I'll just put 2. I'm going to allocate later. So here's the other one. You can actually do the same steps from the generate PO option here. It takes you through exactly the same steps. So that is, like I said, it is a very small feature. It's very simple and there's not much to it, but it is quite helpful if you are generating a lot of sales orders and you need to be creating POs off the back of that, then you can use that option. I'm also going to show you as well the custom fields. So I'm just going to open up the sales order for an example. If we pop into the order tab and down the bottom left here under custom fields, you'll see you've got 3 analysis fields. You can see I've already got the first one renamed. You can actually rename that to anything that you want, whatever fits your business and how you run your company as well, and what you want to report or show on layouts. So I'll show you where you can actually change these. So if you go to settings along the top, into configuration, we're going to go into the custom fields tab along the top. And you can see here, you've got customer fields for your customer record and your supplier record. And then on the right-hand side here, you've got them for your quotations, your sales orders, and your invoices. And then you've also got them for your purchase orders. Now you can't specify these as per order. It is generic, so it will apply to all of them. Whether you actually need to use these fields for every single purchase order or sales order, it's entirely up to you. Okay, so I can see some questions are coming through that Jackie's just picking up there. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to pop back to my slides, and I am going to just mention a session that we've got coming up. And it's just, maybe you may have heard us mention this over the past couple of days regarding a new session that we have, and it's regarding the update that's coming out sometime in June for 30.1 for Sage 50 accounts. So we're going to be talking all about the new features that will be released within 30.1. We're going to be talking about what you may have missed in 29 and the 30.0 release. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a short video and then I'll come right back to you.
Unlock the power of your software with the latest version of Sage 50 Accounts. There are many reasons for you to keep your account software up to date. Safeguard your data and boost the performance of your software. And align with legislative requirements to cutting-edge features and technologies. Unleash the newest features to amplify your productivity. Annual upgrades are included with your Sage 50 subscription to ensure you get the most out of your software. Introducing our first AI-powered feature in Sage 50 Accounts. Work efficiently with the AI Report Finder, your ultimate time saver. Effortlessly pinpoint the reports you need, saving valuable time and effort. Rate and refine results to enhance the Sage AI service. Further enhancements to bank feeds. An improved user experience for bank feed rules, making them easier to set up and manage. A new streamlined bank feed approval process, ensuring simplicity and speed. And every bank is now supported with the statement import feature. Remove the risk of restoring backups into live data with the Restore Only company. 64-bit compatibility is here for improved integration. You asked, we did. Say goodbye to endless searches and wasted time with GetHelp. GetHelp empowers you to complete tasks effortlessly. A one-stop destination for getting it right every time. Adding value to your Sage 50 software has never been easier with in-product help and support guides at the click of a button. Unlock the power of your Sage 50 accounts.
Okay, so if you do have the handout downloaded and you want to get registered for that session, then you can click on the little register now button on your handout, on your PDF document, and you'll be able to get registered for that session. And it is going to be live, so you're going to be able to ask questions, suggest feedback and things like that. There was a question that just came through earlier, it was from Andrea. If I enter a comment line on the sales order, will this copy across to the PO? We add serial numbers on our sales orders. So as Jackie mentioned, she did answer that and it's not possible. However, what it would be really good to do is suggest that as a to be introduced into future versions. So we'll show you now where you can submit your feedback and ideas. So if we pop to the Help Centre, so we're on the homepage of the Help Centre. In the top right, you've got Community Hub. So if we pop into the Community Hub, and then if we'll just allow cookies, and then on the right-hand side, you've got Submit an Idea. So this is where other users submit their ideas and suggestions, and it does get looked at by the dev teams, the developers, to then potentially implement into future versions of the software. So you can see we've had some suggestions from here. So a copy button, check data, integration with Office Online apps, changes, so there's loads of things that you can come in here and you can suggest, you can add a new idea. So I definitely suggest, Andrea, if you can get that one on there to potentially look and see if that is possible. Okay, so as I said, this session was going to be shorter than advertised. It just depends on how many questions we get, and because, like I say, the feature is very relatively small. So that does bring us to the end of today's session. I can see Jackie's just answering the last question. So please feel free to stay around if you've got another question. I'll give it another minute or so. But if you've got what you need today and you want to leave the session, you will receive an email in around an hour or so with links to both our webinar schedule and today's recorded session for you to refer back to if needs be. So that will be in the body of the email. So if you do want to rewatch today's session, then you will find it in the actual body of the email. And it'll just be a little link for you to click onto. Upon exiting the session, you will see a survey at the end. So if you could please let us know any feedback regarding today's session would be greatly appreciated. So we do love to see those comments. Okay, so there's no further questions coming through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the session up. I want to say thank you to Jackie, who's been on hand today, just to answer your questions. I want to say also thank you to you for your participation in attending today. Just a reminder, we've got plenty of sessions over the next couple of weeks, so don't be shy and get registered. So I want to say another thank you and take care.